Back for another update. The Chrysos coin ICO is finally finished. It just completed about 10 minutes ago or so. And what you'll see is when you go to the website, you'll see this page, this notice come up. And it's good, guys. It's nothing bad here, and everything is completely normal. Nothing to freak out about. So you can read this if you go to the website. I'm not going to read it to you, but I'll just give you the gist. So what they're saying is that their internal exchange and lending platform is going to launch in about 48 hours. And you can see the time right here. It says that the internal exchange and lending will open in 2 days and 11 hours. So I'm glad that they're giving you a time. So that's pretty cool. And they want to answer a lot of the support tickets before they get involved in the lending. That's why they want this 48 hours. And I guess they're wrapping up the ICO. So that's fine. And I'm glad that they're not taking longer than 48 hours while the iron is still hot here. Okay, so about the external exchange, they're going to wait 15 days. This is standard practice. This is typically how a lot of ICOs, well, at least in the lending space, will do. They'll wait a couple weeks, sometimes even a month, before they'll launch an internal or external exchange. But Chrysos is launching their internal exchange in 48 hours. But they're only allowing you to buy Chrysos coin. They're not allowing you to sell Chrysos coin for 15 days. Now this is a way to protect the coin from doing a massive sell-off right at $14, because Chrysos did promise that they were going to allow people to lend at $14 once the coin went public. And they're going to try to stick to that, and it says right in here in this notice. So what does that mean for you guys in the meantime, in the next 48 hours? You have a choice to lend Chrysos coin and make a decent profit on the money that you invested in the ICO, because right off the bat you're able to invest or lend Chrysos coin with about 1,400% more coin than you had originally, since the value increased by almost 14 times for most of the people that were involved in the ICO. So what will you do? What do I recommend? What will I be doing personally? Well, I will probably be holding on to most of my coin, and at least 50% of it I will be holding on to and waiting for the time to sell it. And the extra 50% I will consider the lending platform. I want to see it first, and so I'm going to wait and see how things look in the back office, how the lending takes place, how it's done, the interface, the functionality behind it will have a lot of effect on if I decide to lend that 50% or not of my coin. As you guys know, I have quite a bit of coin, 9,345, as you can see here. So there's a lot that I have there, and so I'm planning to do 50% of that and withdraw that once I can in the next 15 to 17 days. And then the other, I will make that decision once the lending platform goes live in 48 hours. But I wanted to make this video to let you guys know that Chrysos coin ICO is now finally done, and they did finish on the 27th, like they said that they would, and they mentioned this many days ago, that the 27th would be the day that they finalized the ICO. And so I'm glad that first promise has been met. I know that they said that the internal and external, all that kind of exchange was going to launch on the 27th, but that's okay. We can wait 48 hours. It's not a long time, and we can be patient with that. But the ICO is complete, and that is a good sign, and we finally have a little bit more closure on what's coming next in the coming days. So, guys, it's up to you what you want to do with your money here. Will you go straight with the lending? Because in the next 15 days, you can do very well with the lending, especially if they are going around the 1.5% per day of profit that you'll be getting, or your cut each day. That will be a pretty good profit by the end of the 15 days. I imagine that a good majority of people are probably going to use the lending platform, but be smart with how you do this. Don't maybe consider using a third of the portion that you have of the coin that you have in the lending platform, and maybe another third in staking and just holding the coin, and then maybe another third to withdraw once the coin goes, once you're able to sell the coin in about 15 days. For me personally, I'm doing 50-50, and maybe something like that you should consider. But keep in mind that the coin hasn't, we haven't seen the back office interface with the lending and with the internal exchange, and it's important to see how that functionality works before you really fully get invested. So I'm hoping that Chrysos coin makes that easy for us, and that we have some good functionality and things go smoothly in the next 48 hours. And hopefully that's one of the things that they're perfecting and tweaking right now to make sure that that functionality will be top-notch for us once they actually do launch that lending platform. Okay, so I thought that I would let you guys know what was going on with that, because the English here is not the best and it can be a little bit confusing. For example, because of that, we will start our internal exchange only for first 15 days. So the English here can be a little bit tricky to understand what they're meaning here. But this does help clarify that first sentence. We will protect the price at 14 for the first 15 days, and after that we'll support CHR coin to achieve projected price goals. So the projected price goal for February, for the beginning of February or through the February month, is $24. So I think that they're expecting that they'll hit the $24 price during these 15 days. I don't know if that's a high projection. I would guess a minimum of about $20 is what I'm thinking that will happen in the next 15 days. But be aware that the higher the price goes, and this is just from my personal standpoint on ICOs and cryptos, that the higher the price goes, the more danger there is for a potential sell-off. So keep that in mind. So if it ends up going to $30+ or something like that, higher than what they projected for February, which is 24, then I don't know if I would be necessarily worried, but keep that in mind to watch something like that, because the higher the price goes, the faster, the more potential for a sell-off to happen once that 15 days is up and we're able to actually sell the coin. A lot of people will think, well, this is a good time to cash out, especially if the coin is overbought in those 15 days and it's already moved up way past projections. And so be smart with your coin and look after it, and don't lend all of it, but consider lending a good portion of it to support the coin on an ongoing in an ongoing way. So that's it for my update. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of heads up on what's going. Check out the website. Read this new invoice here or notice, and let's hang tight for the next 48 hours and see how things play out once that lending and internal exchange to buy more Chrysos goes. So good luck to you guys, and thanks for your support, and I'm hoping to come out with more videos soon. If you liked what you see here, give me a like, and hopefully you can subscribe as well. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.